Hey guys, and how's it going today? We're back with part two on here. I'm trying to get this Scott's mower going, overhead valve engine, 5.5 or 6.5 horsepower. We left off, we put the new rope on there, and then we tried to spin it over, and it still wouldn't start. So I'm thinking the valves need to be adjusted, but before we do that, we need to address the issue of cleaning it up a little bit before I even dive in there to see if it's worth it. But I want to clean it up at least some, so I'm gonna go get my purple power, start spraying this down, and we'll get to it. Let the sun dry that out for a little bit before we start working on it. Alright, I think that looks a little bit better. What do you guys think? Now, it cleaned up a little bit better than what it did and stuff, but I've already found some stuff that I'm not liking so far, and I'm going to show you guys as soon as I pop this cover off here. So I'm going to set this over there, and here's the one thing I'm not liking so far. Somebody decided to put RTV sealant around here, which I'm not really a big fan of, because you're not supposed to be putting sealant on there. Nothing like that anyway. So I'm going to get that off here real quick. It should be 3/8 bolts that's holding it down. So let me get my impact here and get the right tools, and come right back. Alright, it's going to be a 3/8 socket to get it off. There's 4 bolts here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to zip them off with the impact real quick here. I'm already not liking this already. And one more on the bottom. Okay, ready for the big reveal? If I can get it off of here though, that is. Okay, let's see. Alright, let me get a screwdriver. Yeah, I'm not liking this already. They put RTV. Okay, here we go. Well, it's not too bad in there. There so far. So that's a good sign. Alright. Let me get a 5/8 socket to zip that off real quick. Because I'm gonna need it. You're gonna need it to turn it over to get your to set the valves. Okay. Oh, I grabbed the wrong socket. It's 19. 5/8. I got the 5/8 with the bend on it. I'm going to clean that spark plug off a little bit. I didn't get a chance to the other time. But we'll see if it's got spark then when we can. Okay, so on here, see if I can get you guys a little bit closer in here. Maybe I need to bring you over here this way. Or actually, I'll bring you guys this way instead. Here. So you can see what I'm doing. Try to zoom in a little bit closer. There. There we go. Okay. Now, if I remember right, I think it's 4 on the bottom, 6 on the top. So, got my feeler gauge here. I'm gonna go, let's see, there's 4, there's 5. I might need the other one instead. That's the wrong feeler gauge. Let me get the other one. Alright guys, I got my right feeler gauge now, so I'm gonna try to get this top part here to move. And let's see what it does. If I can get it to do anything, that is. Let's see if I can move them. Alright, let's see what it looks like now. Is that top center? Alright, let me get I gotta tie the brake down real quick. That's the one thing you gotta do, tie your bail down so you can spin it easy. So, let me see. That one's kind of moving alright. That one. Well, I'm going to check them anyway and see what they're like. So let me get this one to open up here. The top one first. So. That one's got not a... I think it should be between 4 and 6 thousandths. So here, let me see. Here, let's get my feeler gauge out. On loosen this one on this particular engine here, it's a 5/16 bolt that's right there. You have to loosen up. So here's my 10. I'm gonna go. I know they said 4. I'm gonna go 5. I'm gonna try 5 here and see if it does anything. So that's not working, so I'm gonna have to unloosen this. So I'm gonna take my 5/16 here and see if I can no luck. Let me try it again. Here. It went too far out. Gotta go back in a little bit. Alright, let's see. I needed to drag. You want it to drag, so let me tighten it back up a little bit more. There, and see what it does now. Okay. Nope. So I'm gonna loosen it again. Okay. So I'm gonna put that right there. There we go. You want it to slide in there. So that's good. That one's checked. I think that one's alright. So let's check the one on the bottom. Let me open that one up now. I'm spinning this one by the blade. Let's see. Let's see if it's... No, it's not moving. It's not much give in that one. Alright. Let me try something a little bit different. Alright, I think I got it now, but not by the feeler gauge, unfortunately. That's what I was trying to do. But I think, well, I might have got it anyway. So I got it on 5 thousandths right there. That's what I used. Right there. The 5. And it looks like, I think it's 6 for the other one here. So let me see. I think it's 6. It's like between 4 and 6. So now that one's okay. I think it's just the top one. There, so. And then the other one was 4. So I think I got it between, they say between 4 and 6 thousandths on your feeler gauge if you got one of these. So let me get the 6 out I had here. Try it on this one again here. I think I got it though, but I noticed something now too. You probably won't hear it, but when I turn it over, you can hear air. So on this, it's a 5/16 nut. Here, you unscrew it some, put your feeler gauge in there, then you put it on there, and you don't want it to, you want it to drag. You don't want it to be loose, you want it to drag. You want it to be like this in there. You want to be able to take this in here like so and put it in here. I ain't gonna do it now because I got it open, but when you got it open, it's gonna be like this. It should be on the top the same way. Should be able to get it in there. Let me spin it over here so it's open here. So you should be able to go like this and here, in which I think this one's loose. This one I might have to tighten just a little bit more. I just noticed something. This thing's, that one I might have to tighten up a little bit more. Let's see. Alright, let's see it now. Alright. Now let's see it when I try to pull the rope and see what it does. It actually pulls better. So I think I adjusted it. So like I said, you know, 5/16 to unscrew this. I'm not sure what it is on the Tecumseh, I can't remember. But I actually haven't done one. But I know on this one it's a 5/16 nut on there. You unscrew it a little bit, take your feeler gauge and put it through there. If you're able to put it in there, you want it to be a little snug on there. Not too tight, but a little snug. There. You want to give it it's got to have a little bit of play. So, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this goo off, so I'm going to clean this up real quick here. And I'm going to put it back together. Alright, I got it cleaned off. Except for up there I got to get, but I'm not worried about that at the moment, but I'll get it off real quick here. Okay, so I'm going to try to put this back on here real quick. I guess I'm not really a big fan of this. Now I know I'd use the impact to get it off, but that's just to get it off quicker. I'm not going to use the impact to put these on. I know it pulled over easy. I wonder if it pulled over better with the spark plug, but I got to clean that first. So I'm going to clean this. I'll put this back on here. I'm going to clean the spark plug up a little bit with my wire brush, and I'll bring it down off the bench here and put some carburetor fluid spray in the thing here and see if it'll just try to fire up. So I'll be right back. Well, before I do anything, I want to check and see. I got the spark plug cleaned up. I want to check, see if I got spark again. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll try to zoom in close to it so you guys can look here. As close as I can get it. So I'm gonna try to pull it over. You guys tell me if you guys see anything. Is there anything? Well, we'll find out anyway. I'll double check the tape again and find out. Alright, I'm going to check the flywheel. I'm going to check the coil gap here on this thing real quick. But I'm going to break it loose with this. But I'm not going to tighten it back with this. So, I need to check this anyway. Probably needs to be cleaned. So, and again, I'm not going to tighten it back with that. Yeah, these are a little dirty, a little rusty, I mean, so they're probably not getting good contact. Here, so let me get my wire brush real quick. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to set this back on here now. Get my magnet. Here. Get my screws lined up. Here. Let me switch. I'll get my nut driver thing here. Now you can use a business card. I'll use an old tag here for it. Mine. So Probably about right there. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten them down with this. You don't want to put them too tight, but you want them snug on there so they'll hold. And I'm probably going to take the wire brush on this one and clean this too. I mean, it's got compression because I can feel it when you turn this thing. So wouldn't hurt to clean the magnets too. So alright, so maybe we got some stuff, and I'm going to get in here and try to clean this out the best I can. Here, because it's a mess. But I want to see if it got sparked though. That's the only thing though. So let me put this back together here and we'll see if we got spark again. Took the liberty of blowing all the crap off of here. As you can tell, this engine had a lot of gunk on it. I mean, it still got quite a bit, but I blew the fins out as best I could, what I could get to with my air gun here. So I blew it out enough so at least if I get it to run, you know, it'll cool it down, and then when I get it to a point where it's okay, I'll clean it back out. So let me put the tins back on and everything, and we'll give it a start and see what happens. So you guys think we got spark again? Let's try. I got everything back on here. Let's give it a try, pull and see if it does anything a bit different. Did you guys see anything? I'll check. Alright, I'm gonna try a little bit of carburetor cleaner on there. Well, it's actually brake parts cleaner, but it'll work just the same. Here, so spray some in the throat here and to see if it does anything. Let's see what it does. I have fired up. I might have to adjust those valves a little bit more. Let me try it one more time and see what it does. She don't sound good, does she? Might have to recheck those valves again on there. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to try this again. I'm going to spray a little bit more longer brake parts cleaner in here and see what it does more. Looks like we got some more work to do on this thing. I don't know if it's because the oil is so sludged up, or I might have to recheck those valves again. So I'm gonna stop it right here. I'll probably come back to it and get those carburetor, get the carburetor off. I might have to recheck the valves again just to make sure. But anyway, I wanted to thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned. I'm going to do part 3 here. We're going to take this carburetor apart and clean all the, I'm sure for a lawnmower's been sitting 3 years, I'm sure that bowl is probably as awful as it was when I first got the lawnmower. So anyhow, stay tuned for part 3. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.